Hi everyone, Professor Gustin here, and you've made it to week 14. Congratulations. Week 14 is the last week of classes. Week 15 is final exam weeks. So this is the last week I'm going to give you new material. In fact, I'm just going to give you lecture material. We don't even have lab this week. So we're going to be talking about interactions between microbes and humans. Remember week 13 last week, we talked about this. There was a lot of vocabulary. We called it part 1. This week we have interaction between microbes and humans, part 2. So again, there's a lot of vocabulary. So don't put this off to the last minute and expect it to just jump into your head. It takes time to remember things. So practice, practice. We also have exam number 4. So let's look at what's going on. I have the introduction video. Here's the lecture study guide. The lecture study guide is relatively short. It's a lot shorter than the one from last week. I want to make sure you have plenty of time to study and do well on exam number 4. So the first thing you want to do is do your lecture study guide and then practice it and review it and make sure you know all that vocabulary. I highly recommend using the videos I made to complete that lecture study guide because, like I said in the last week, the book has these topics all over the place. Notice that I've got 11.3, 20.3, 11.4. So I kind of, I try to make it what seems to me like a logical story. So you will see it will follow, the videos will follow along with the lecture study guides really well. And then there's a lecture assignment, just like every other week. Then you are going to study the material from the lecture material from weeks 11, 12, 13, and 14. We're in week 14 this week. You have exam 4 due this week, and week 14 material is on that exam. That's a change from what we've done in the past. I've always put the current week's material on the subsequent exam, but we don't have another exam other than our final exam. So the material that you're learning this week is going to be on exam number 4, which is due at our normal days, due on Monday, May 12th. Okay. So exam number 4, it should look really similar to other exams you've taken, multiple choice, fill in the blank kind of stuff, or short answer kinds of things. And that is it for this week. So give yourself some time to study and review. We don't have lab. That's it for new content. One more thing is week 15 is your final exam. Our final exam covers all the material from the semester, spaced evenly throughout the semester. So, I'm not going to be asking you lots of brand new things that you haven't heard of. I mean, this is going to be things that you absolutely should know by the time you're done with this semester. The one thing I want to alert you to is your final exam is due on Thursday of week 15. Your final exam is due on Thursday of week 15. And it's due at noon, 12 noon. All of our exams have been due 1 minute before midnight. That's changed. This exam is due at 12 noon on Thursday. That gives me Friday to calculate your grades. Actually, it gives me Thursday to calculate your grades and post them, and have Friday for you to get back to me if there's any problems. And then I'm done for the semester. So if your exam isn't done, it's too late. Okay? Again, final exam is due Thursday, May 15th at 12 noon. And it says that on your syllabus, and it says that on the week 15 page, and it says it in a surprising place that's going to pop up soon, and you'll see it too. So don't miss the final